Hi beautiful people, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh and happy weekend to all of you. Today I already finished one review from Lolita Lempicka House. Very beautiful fragrance, I gave it a perfection of 10. Check it out, Lolita Lempicka Green Lava. This fragrance is getting no talk, so I'm just showing you once again. I'm wearing it all over me and this fragrance is so lovely. It's just a beautiful little fragrance. Nobody's talking about it, but that is a masterpiece right there. So I want to talk about fragrance from House of Armani, and I think for the very first time I'm doing niche line of the Armani house. I have a tester unit here. Big thanks to Dr. Jeffrey for providing me with this. This is gonna come in this kind of box, but if you buy the full presentation, it's gonna have much better presentation. So I'll put a picture from net, I guess. So this is called Rose d'Arabie, okay, and it's from Armani's Privé line. So these are expensive fragrances, okay, these are not cheap like YSL, Dior, Chanel. They have their upper class Privé or something, their niche line, which is going to be better in quality supposedly and much more premium. So this is a premium fragrance here. This one is a legend. Every single reviewer reviewed this back in the time. I never got to try it. I think I tried it once, but I never got to review it. I saw it in a shop, but I couldn't review it. So this is the beauty right here. This Armani Privé Rose d'Arabie bottle. These bottles have presentation that is true niche, no excessive anything. Black bottle, golden front, and the cap is like a pebble. It reminds me sort of like Armani C cap. It's not very heavy as doctor said, but it has nice, it looks nice, it looks really nice. Golden, and it's kind of like a unique shape which makes it like looks like a pebble. So when you see it without it, it looks kind of like Tom Fordish, but when you close it, it looks like a different bottle altogether. Really nice heavy glass underneath, got the sticker. So I have this fragrance on paper, and this fragrance is basically a rose oud combo. Okay, this one is a very simple fragrance but done excellent, very smooth fragrance. So this fragrance, I think the prices are quite expensive. I mean, like if I look at the previously when I saw it like 3-4 years back in a shop, the guy was selling it for I think $350. Okay, something stuck in there. I don't know what that is. Wait, I'm kind of like OCD about these things. Oh, I think it's maybe the glue or something. Sorry about that. Okay, so this fragrance smells nice. This is a fragrance, it's unisex for me. It's beautiful rose oud combo with bergamot, some spices. I'm detecting some cardamom, and this fragrance reminds me of some fragrances. Okay, so let me tell you in the beginning what this fragrance reminds me of in the first place. Oud Satin Mood, MFK. Another fragrance that comes to my mind is Lyric Man, little bit, but that one is a bit feminish. This is feminish. That is a bit feminine-ish, but this fragrance is perfectly unisex. And another fragrance which is much louder from House of Mancera, that is Black to Black. If you try these fragrances, this is gonna be easy love for you. It's Middle Eastern sort of a kind of like saffron to my nose. Let me spray this once again. I think the opening is lovely. Opening is just gorgeous. Sprayer is not huge. It shoots out okay juice. It's like almost feels like it's shooting halfway unwillingly. But it's okay, no problem. So now I think if you buy a tester like this, it's gonna cost you around $200, around that price. So I don't know how much juice you get here. You get 100 ml, okay, so that's good. So the opening is just something I love. I just absolutely love this fragrance. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a call, but I'm not gonna pick it up. But this fragrance is just opening is just something to die for. It's really gorgeous, like lush, dark, kind of like a red rose, and it reminded me something like a Taif rose. It's not. It's kind of like Middle Eastern. Okay, it's very much Holy Spirit, that sort of a thing, and the rose is just lovely. It has that bergamot rose combo, just like Lyric Man to my nose, and that bergamot makes it fresh. Up top is fresh, but it gets dark with time. But it's not like super dark like Mancera Black to Black. That would be like an extremely dark fragrance. This is so dark. If you put it on and it's so much spices and cloves, cardamom. Yeah, this one it's beast. So overall, like if you talk about longevity, Mancera actually would trump Armani Privé by far. But this is gonna be cheaper than this one for 120 ml. But it's not the same fragrance. So if you do enjoy Oud Satin Mood, for example, MFK, have a sample somewhere there, you're gonna really like it. It has that kind of like the spices underneath, but not supremely spicy like Mancera. So rose and the bergamot up top, the citrus a little bit, which you'll wear off, and the freshness of rose will stay. Kind of like a mild dark rose, and it will stay. It's perfect evening wear, cold day wearing. It's like that's what I imagine, and that will follow by a little bit like a saffron or cardamom perhaps, but I didn't look at the notes breakdown. And the oud in this is very smooth, very, very smooth, nothing skanky. It's definitely Middle Eastern, but well suited. Okay, so I like it a lot, but it does remind you of many other fragrances. It's not really unique at this point anymore. So uniqueness factor is kind of like a 7. It's like, it smells like a lot of oud and rose based fragrances, but up there, good quality, like Oud Ispahan, the quality of those. Oud and leather oud, like by Dior. So those have this polished feel. So this one has a polished feel. It's not very playful. I think it's going to be great dating scenario. It projects kind of like, to my, when I wore it, it did not project massively. It's like 7.5 of out of 10 projection. But I think in cold weathers, perhaps it will do better. But it's not built for this, what Rasasi Shura does. Many other Middle Eastern fragrances like incense heavy. They call you, they're aggressive. This is not aggressive. This is polished. So imagine a woman wearing beautiful red nail polish. She's wearing dark, and she's wearing a hat which has some sort of like, like a net. I don't know what you call those French women wear that. So they have kind of like a mask sort of. They covers their eye, but with like netted net sort of a thing, like a cover on your face. You know what I mean. So I would imagine a woman wearing like this kind of fragrance. Nighttime, cold weathers, dating scenario, candlelight dinner, wine, a little bit like steak, few, like not very massive dinner, but very nice gourmet sort of a dinner time. Amazing fragrance, and longevity is very good. Okay, so this longevity actually pushes about 8 hours plus on the skin, so it does last. It's almost remind me of some Tom Ford fragrances, but think maybe Noir de Noir. Okay, that comes to my mind, very close to this as well. So if you love all these fragrances, if you like the idea of oud and rose, this is a very good fragrance. But you definitely should try it first, because this price point you'll get many Arabian oud, Middle Eastern houses, like they provide fragrance quality like this for a fraction of a price. So I'm not gonna put it down because it's Armani. They have their prestige, okay, the brand name, and they invested money in their presentation. Definitely kudos for that. The fragrance is good, okay, and I'm not a very massive lover of oud and rose. I'm not wearing those much, but I can wear them in cold weathers. So overall, this fragrance, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. At this moment, having all those fragrances around right now in the Middle Eastern side, designer side, higher end designers, a lot of rosewood combo, this might be a little bit redundant if you buy it. But if you want this exact fragrance, this composition, this is going to be a good pick. Okay, it reminds me of some of the fragrance I cannot remember at this point. Some niche houses that I tried, but it's good quality. They used proper, high quality ingredients. So respect for that. And the longevity makes it actually sort of worth it, and the 100 ml and the beautiful presentation, that's why I'm giving it 8. If this was anything under $100, it was going to get like 7 out of 10. But check it out, Armani Privé Rose d'Arabie. It's a legendary perfume. Perhaps the days of M7, back in the time, Gucci Puram 1, Gucci Puram 2, Rush, those are the times this fragrance was really popular. But it's still beautiful, and definitely you should try it out. Thanks for watching. I think I'll sign out for the day, and I'll just enjoy my weekend. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.